On behalf of Eid International Business School, I, Ulman, alongside Komal, student coordinators of placement team at CLSK, extend a warm welcome to our esteemed Vice Chairman Sir, Mr. Anirudh Essentia, respected Director Sir, Dr. Professor Vikas Nath, Dean Ma'am, Ms. Prachi Jindal, Essentia, faculty members and our beloved students. We also extend a heartfelt welcome to our esteemed guests of the day, Dr. Visnanchu, Professor in New Delhi, Media Professional, Ms. Pragya Mathur, Mr. Pankaj Seth, Senior Advocate, Supreme Court of India, Advocate Amit Kumar Raghav, Senior Executive Member of Delhi Bar Association. We welcome you all to the HR Conclave 3.2.
We feel immensely honored to host HR Conclave 3.0 on a captivating theme, the future of work, legal adaptations to changing landscapes. Foremost, let us introduce Eid International Business School to our guest. GIBS was established in the year 2004 and is affiliated to Guru Gobind Singh University, Delhi. The institute conducts programs on integrated MBA, first and second shift, MBA, International Business, BBA, first and second shift, BBA Honors, first and second shift, integrated BBA and MBA, integrated BBA LLB Honors, integrated BA LLB Honors and LLM. The institute is accredited as A grade by NAC in its third cycle.
As we begin, we would like to acknowledge the vision behind this conclave. The HR Conclave 3.0 aims to explore the evolving dynamics of the workplace in the context of technological, social and organizational changes and to analyze the legal frameworks and adaptations required to ensure compliance, fairness and employee well-being. The event seeks to bring together HR professionals and legal experts to discuss strategies, best practices and innovative solutions for navigating the future of work while aligning HR policies with current and emerging labor laws.
With great pleasure, we invite our esteemed guest, Dr. Visnanchu, to come forward on the stage and take his seat. He is well known for combining law, language, communication and literature in his teaching and research, and area has helped develop in India and abroad. He holds degree in law, English and linguistics, including a PhD from the University of Delhi and a MSc in clinical linguistics from the University of Potsdam, Germany. He is recipient of the prestigious Erasmus Scholarship of the European Union and has been visiting Fellow of the British Academy UK and visiting Professor of the University in France and Italy. At NLU Delhi, he leads a major UGC-funded project on indigenous and endangered languages in India, has set up a language laboratory and has designed innovative courses such as law and language and professional communication skills for law students. He has delivered lectures and workshops on leading universities and institutes in India and abroad, including Edinburgh Law School, University Paris Nanterre, Lok Sabha Secretariat and Delhi Judicial Academy. A curriculum developer, trainer and guide to research scholar we widely respect to bringing our human sides of language and communication in legal education.
May I now request our distinguished guest, Ms. Pragya Mathur, to kindly join us on the stage and take us. Thank you, ma'am. Ms. Pragya Mathur is a renowned media professional. She has been the former AGM HR at Dainik Bhaskar. She is an accomplished HR leader with over 17 years of experience in talent acquisition and talent management, having worked across diverse sectors including media, insurance and NBFC. Her extensive exposure enables her to design and implement people and situations that align with both business objectives and HR best practices. With a strong foundation in psychology, she brings a unique perspective in understanding and engaging employees effectively. She possesses a strategic mindset and excels at fostering a positive organizational culture while demonstrating strong leadership in people development. Known for being results-oriented and empathetic, she is skilled in critical thinking, trust building, problem solving, and relationship management. Her professional contributions have been recognized with multiple awards, including the Special Recognition Award at Tata Capital 2016, the Right Support Award for HR at Dainik Bhaskar 2014, and the Most Trusted HR Person Award at Reliance Capital 2011, presented by Mr. Amitabh Junjunwala. We welcome you, ma'am.
Now, I would like to request our honorable guest, Senior Advocate Pankaj Sept sir, to kindly come forward and join us on the stage. Thank you so much, sir. I feel honored to introduce our guest to you all. Advocate Pankaj Sept is highly experienced lawyer practicing before the Honorable Supreme Court of India with more than 27 years of active practice. Mr. Pankaj has handled a wide variety of cases including constitutional, civil, criminal and commercial matters. Over the year, he has earned a reputation for his deep knowledge of law, clear arguments and strong commitment to justice. His long and respected career reflects his dedication to the legal professions and to upholding the rights of those he represents. His rich experience before the highest court of the country make him trusted and reliable counsel for individual companies and institutions alike. Today, we are pleased to have him with us.
We warmly invite our guest, Advocate Amit Kumar Raghav, to join us on the stage and kindly take his seat. Thank you so much, sir.
Be comfortable.
Now, I would like to give a brief introduction about Advocate Amit Kumar Raghav. Advocate Amit Kumar Raghav is a reputed advocate and a seasoned legal professional with over 20 years of experience and currently serves as a senior executive member of the Delhi Bar Association and he is a court for the second term. He holds a BSc degree, MA in Political Science and LLB degree from CCS University. His extensive legal practice covers civil, criminal, labor, matrimonial, MSCT claims, 138 NI Act matters, recovery suit, writ petitions, RFA and LPA matters before the High Court. He has been appointed as amicus curiae in numerous high-profile criminal cases, including rape and murder trials, providing impartial guidance to the court. Additionally, he is empaneled on the senior panel of counsel to represent the central government in litigation before the High Court. He also serves on several government panels, including Canara Bank 2012, Andhra Bank 2015, Delhi Transport Corporation 2016, Delhi Development Authority 2017, and Municipal Corporation of Delhi 2013, demonstrating his expertise in handling complex legal matters across various sectors with credibility and professionalism. We welcome you all once again to the HR Conclave 3.0.
Now, I would request Director Sir to come forward for the green welcome of our guest.
Thank you, sir, for accepting the
Now, I request Director Sir to present green welcome to Ms. Pragya Mathur. Sir, please present green welcome to Advocate Pankaj Sept. Now, I request Advocate Amit Kumar Raghav to kindly come forward for the green welcome.
Thank you so much, sir. Next on our agenda is a very special moment for all of us at here. The release of the placement brochure for Center for Legal Studies. To 2025. The brochure is a reflection.
Batch or lecture to leave the brochure now.
It not only showcases the academic achievements of our students, but also the practical expertise they have gained to meet the needs of today's employers. I would request Director Sir to officially launch the placement brochure. Please give a huge round of applause, everybody. Thank you so much. You may take your seat. We request the permission.
Other than Dr. Krishnanshu. Please join us in welcoming Dr. Krishnanshu on the dais for sharing his thoughtful words with all of us.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. It's a great pleasure to be with you this afternoon, and thank you very much for the very warm welcome and great introduction. I was really enjoying listening to all the introductions and the proceedings here. First of all, I congratulate all the students, the esteemed Director, Professor Nath, Mr. Jindal, the Chairperson, and Mr. Jindal, the Deputy Chairperson, I think, that's the right designation, and Mrs. Dr. Jyoti Gupta ji, for organizing this event. This is a very, very interesting topic that we have selected, the changing landscape of work or the future of work, legal adaptations to changing landscape. Every day, the world is a changed place, and the speed of change is much accelerated now. That is because of the technological changes that we are witnessing, the globalization, many other forces. I think the speed is so accelerated that it is difficult to keep pace with it for an ordinary person. But students of law like you, I believe that most of you are from the stream of law and management, some of you may be. So we have to look at what the challenges are and how to cope up with those challenges. There are some important things that I would like to mention. First is technology in the form of AI to begin with. And this AI and IT, the combine of the two, and it's almost indistinguishable combined. They are overlapping. I don't know where the boundary begins of one and ends for the other. But still, they are not only a big opportunity for all of us, but also a big challenge for the human being. The human being at home, the human being at workplace, the human being in their bodies, everywhere we are challenged by these things. Like, if you want, I can elaborate some of it. At the workplace, the resumes are nowadays selected, evaluated by using AI technology. The performance of workers is evaluated by AI or IT devices. As I said, the boundary is still fuzzy. IT is taking over a lot of things. The landscape of work has changed totally. We have gig workers, we have technology platforms which are providing a lot of employments, lot of services, and the range is so mind-boggling and vast that I think it is mesmerizing. For example, even tutors, teachers, home tutors or online tutors, they are mediated by technology platforms. There are so many other services, whether it is delivery of a pizza, whether it is other services like carpenters, whether it is delivery of goods, Amazon, Zomato, the list is such a long one. So the person, the human being is involved behind all of them. Now looking at their situation is very important. Their situation is that law is there, and the latest law has been CSS 2020. I think most of you are aware of it. This law is revamping of the old framework of 7 laws and reducing it to this framework. My lawyer colleagues, my friends here would like to elaborate more, because I feel the format of today's event is that you will be asking questions. So I am not pouring down everything that is in my mind. So let us wait for that. But this is just an indication that maybe you can take meaningful projects in your law or in management or whatever stream you are in that can bring about a change in the society. With good wishes for the whole event, I take my place now. Thanks.
Please welcome our next speaker, media professor, Ms. Pragya Mathur, with a big round of applause.
Thank you for having me here. The speaker right before me, he did a wonderful job, and thank you for setting the tone. To the lovely lady, thank you for the great introduction. I never knew we had such a great resume, so thank you for that. I'm extremely grateful to Dr. Nath for having us here and organizing this entire event so flawlessly. It's been a wonderful experience so far. Since it's an afternoon session, I'll keep it short and lively. We are given to understand this is a panel discussion, so it will be more interactive. My discussion short as of now. So thank you for having me here. Good afternoon to everyone, and it's an absolute privilege to be here to discuss the future of work, legal adaptations to changing landscape. So it's a very interesting topic, one very nicely worded also. As a media professional, because I think I'm the only person from media here, as a media professional, I witness every day how swiftly the world of work is transforming. Automation, artificial intelligence, remote work, the gig economy, digital platforms, and reshaping not only reshaping businesses but also how society perceives work itself. A lot of you would now want to be associated with digital things or work. You would not want to be in print, even if it is media, you would want to be not in print, in radio, but in digital. A lot of young, proud, young people are now want to be associated with digital workspace. They are using digital products. It's a part of our lives, and there is very little we can do about it. It has entered almost all the spheres of our daily routine. So digital is a new thing. With all these changes comes the significant legal questions, and therefore all my other panelists would come here. What framework ensure data privacy when technology governs so much? You have job descriptions, rightly said by Professor here, that they are now being constructed by AI. You have chat GPTs. You now have very little interaction when it comes to face-to-face. You have Microsoft Teams. You have Google Hangouts and the works. You have WhatsApp calls. You have FaceTime and everything. So how do you protect your data? One. How do employment laws keep pace with hybrid workplaces? You have a lot of hybrid workspaces also, working from home, working from office, totally working from home. how do they transcend borders? So you have employees working out of India, in other countries, they are governed by different laws. These are issues where law and media intersect. Law provides structure while media ensures visibility and public accountability. Therefore, it is interactive. When we talk about law and media, we are essentially discussing two very powerful institutions that shape society. Law provides the framework of rights, responsibilities and justice, while media acts as a bridge that informs, influences and educates people. Media has the power to bring legal issues into the public domain. From reporting courtroom proceedings to highlighting social justice causes, it creates awareness, holds institutions accountable, ensures transparency. At the same time, law plays a crucial role in guiding media, ensuring ethical standards, protecting privacy, avoiding defamation, and maintaining a balance between freedom of expression and responsible communication.
Now that we have heard from our distinguished speaker on topic the future of work and its legal adaptation to changing landscapes, now to guide this insightful discussion, we invite our moderators Pranav Raj from BA LLB and Bhumika Gupta from BBA LLB will now take the floor to engage our speakers in enriching conversation, after which we will open the floor for our audience question and answer. Over to you, Pranav and Bhumika.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Center for Legal Studies, Vivekananda International Business School, we extend a very warm welcome to HR Conclave 3.0 Law Track. This year's theme of this conclave is Legal Adaptations to Changing Landscapes is both timely and relevant as our legal profession is constantly changing and evolving.
Today, we are privileged to have with us eminent experts from diverse fields, academia, advocacy, media and the bar, who will help us explore how the legal profession is adapting to new challenges and opportunities. Their presence is a true honor for all of us, law students preparing to step into the profession. Let me take a moment to introduce our distinguished panelists for today. We welcome Professor Prashannan Su, an esteemed professor at National Law University, Delhi, academic leadership and have inspired generations of law students.
We welcome Ms. Pratya Mathur, a leading media professional who bridges the world of law, communication and public disclosure.
We welcome Mr. Pankaj Sept, an accomplished advocate at the Supreme Court of India practicing across diverse areas of law.
We welcome Mr. Pankaj Sept, an accomplished senior advocate at Supreme Court of India practicing across diverse areas of law.
We welcome Mr. Amit Raghav, senior executive member of the Delhi Bar Association and respected leader of the legal fraternity.
Thank you all for joining us today. We are looking forward to learning from your experience and insights.
As law students, we often learn doctrines and judgments in discussions, but the world outside is changing fast. Technology, globalization, new forms of disputes, and even how courts function, the legal profession must continuously adapt to these changes.
Through this discussion, we aim to understand how law, lawyers and legal institutions are adapting to changing landscape and what we as students can do to incorporate it in us.
Professor, as someone deeply engaged in legal education, how do you see curriculum adapting to prepare students for the rapidly evolving legal profession?
Thank you very much. It's really a pleasure to be with the students. And can I just ask, how many of you are from the background of law in this audience?
How many law ways and
So it's like 40-50%. Very good. So your question, let me reframe it. The question is, what is the role of curriculum in?
Yes, what is the role of curriculum in adapting to prepare students for the new legal changes that are happening?
New legal changes. Yes, curriculum is certainly the core, that is a central point. And as you rightly said, I have been associated with the curriculum designing also. With Bar Council of India, I made the curriculum for law and language, law and literature, law and communication. So I think that that was the need of the time. I made this curriculum design in 2010. I am giving a case study, a practical example. At that time, these subjects were not there in the curriculum of law. So the situation was that new corporate houses and corporate jobs were coming up, and people required these things, which I borrowed from the field of management. Let me be very candid about it. It was not there in law earlier. So I adapted it, changed it, modified it according to the needs of the students of law. And that is also something by which we can take another look at law away from the traditional elements of the curriculum. This is one thing. Now we have new challenges. Now, like we have AI, as I mentioned. We have IT integration in a very big way. We have business incorporation in a very visible way. For example, most of the jobs or most of the people who are entering the profession of law, they want to be in the corporate houses, in law firms. So business laws should be integrated in a big way. In most of the best law schools, they already are. AI is something which is lagging right now. Laws about AI, I think this has caught us with surprise. Although we have cyber laws, but I don't think cyber laws will be able to deal with this range fully. So we have to first of all start working. We have to sit like this. This is a wonderful occasion when scholars are sitting from different fields. Different fields is the most important thing when you want to create something substantial, something meaningful, because truth is not limited to only one point. We need different perspectives. I think that satisfies you, although I am feeling so inspired to speak after the stimulating talks by my colleagues. Yeah.
Very rightly said, sir. Ms. Mathur, how you mentioned both law and media are very powerful tools. In today's world, we say media plays a huge role in shaping public understanding of law and justice. How has this relationship changed over the years?
Well, that's a very interesting question and a bit controversial, as always. Media, wherever media is, there is always controversy. So I think we go hand in hand. And then I'm an HR professional who are supposed to be very guarded and very diplomatic. I mean, that's what we are blamed for always. So I come from both the worlds where you are controversial and guarded and diplomatic in everything. So the answer to your question would be a mix of everything. I think in today's time, and we always tend to say in today's time because every generation feels that, you know, the generation before us was better. Now things are going in the drain. Things are not going as per, you know, what it should be. But I think it's a very old saying that the only constant is change. So we have all evolved as a person, as people. The society has changed, workplaces have changed, technology has changed, and so has media. And legal also, and my panelists here mentioned that it constantly changes, it constantly comes up with remedies. It's not that we've made a law, so it's been there, done that, it cannot be corrected. So I think media in today's time, it has to be very, very responsible because you have now information available everywhere. So when you have, earlier I don't know, especially I come from Dainik Bhaskar, which is a Hindi newspaper, and we are very proud of what we print. It's not because I'm a part of it, of course I'm proud of it, but because if I remember my generation, my grandparents, we used to have newspapers, and the idea was that if it is mentioned in the newspaper, it is God's word. So if there is an accident which is mentioned that there was this bus, it fell in the ditch and there were 42 people and 21 were injured and the rest died, nobody used to question it. If it is mentioned, and people used to say, akhbar mein nikla. So it was that. Now what are the times you have news which is available on net, which is available on, so there are people who are reading news because it is a matter of habit. They read the newspaper digitally at home and then they open the physical newspaper and read it again. So, it's the same news, but you have the capacity to continuously absorb it. You have news you have now apps which tell you whether the news is fake. So you have fake news circulating. There are people who are using it, developing it, circulating it with great effort, and you immediately have a remedy. There are other people who have come up with an app which, you know, multiple options, you have multiple voices, and media has to behave very responsibly. Obviously, as I mentioned in my talk earlier, that legal and media go hand in hand because we both keep each other in check. So if there are cases or things which need social justice or which needs to be highlighted, there are things which are happening in, everybody is not like us. We are very, very grateful, and we are in a place where we are educated, and we are in a metro, and we are exposed to lovely things, but not everyone is. So I think we are lucky that way. So things which are happening in small towns, etc., they need to be called out. Things which are not getting their due things, or as my panelists have mentioned, that if you feel, you cannot close your eyes to it. So as media, you have to open your eyes, call it out. You have very young, dynamic journalists who reach to, you are working in, who are talking about sand mafia, who are talking about child trafficking, who are talking about corruption. So not all is great. But I think legal and media go hand in hand because we keep each other in check. So because of legalities, we have organizations like DAVP, we have organizations like RNI, we have Media of Information and Broadcasting, where we have rules and regulations which we as media organizations have to follow. And we do follow those. And we have copyright issues, we have defamation issues, so we always keep us in check. Similarly, we also have to ensure that legal cases, things which need to be pointed out, should be pointed out, and I think these are wonderful times, and we need more bright and wonderful individuals like you who are committed to this profession, who would want to make a change, because these are very challenging and very times which are lovely in terms of if you want to do something, this is your time to shine. So that's my answer.
Very rightly articulated. Professor Prasad would like to add something to that.
Please.
The question was very interesting, the relationship between media and law, right? And Madam has shared with her experience some very deep insights. I would like to look at it from another perspective also. My co-panelist, Advocate Sept, started with saying that the laws are made in the courtroom, something like that. I am not quoting it exactly. Means I won't really walk into that chair actually, but yeah, courts have a very important role in interpreting the situation of the people, and then also that is the starting point from where the process of making laws starts. I would like to broaden it a bit. Basically, laws are the will of the people, what they think is right and wrong, or wrong. And also, one of the panelists said that laws are always changing. They are dynamic, of course, they change. Taking it forward, law is an outcome of the culture. Culture is a dynamic thing. It is not a constant or stale phenomenon. What is culture? Very roughly speaking, culture is a state of mind or a perspective, what is right and what is wrong. So, in German, for example, law is called Recht. I think it has something to do with right, wrong, etc. So this right and wrong is decided by the people, and from the people it has to go to the legislature. How does it travel? I think the biggest role is of the media. That is my perspective on it. I will give you an example. There was a very notorious case, that of Nirbhaya. You remember that perhaps? So there was a very big debate in the media about the pros and cons, and I remember a line in the media: people who commit adult crimes should not be treated like non-adults or children or juveniles. So there has been a change in the law, in the juvenile justice. The theory has changed. The age of minority has been redefined for such offences. So that is a very clear example, and laws are being debated. The concept of right and wrong is debated in the media, and that is a representative of the will of the people, and laws are ultimately will of the people. their concept of right or wrong, and that is why it is not constant, it is dynamic. Thanks.
And that's why you have something known as media trial these days.
Thank you so much for sharing such a different and insightful opinion. Thank you, ma'am.
Perfect, sir. As a practicing advocate, and you have shared some great experiences with that also, what are the biggest changes that you have witnessed in the litigation landscape in the past decade?
The biggest change which I have seen is the litigation has become fast. Really fast now. To file a case within a year or 2 years with a decrease, litigation is fast. Litigation has become transparent. With the RTIs, the media, the social, litigation has become a lot of transparent. But you know what used to happen? So I'm talking about 99 when there was no RTIs, there was no exposures. So the cases were dragged. The litigants were hassled. Even as a lawyer, with what was going on. But after these activists came into play, judiciary has become active, no doubt about it. And now, one more thing is very beautiful, litigation has become expensive now. It is expensive stuff. Otherwise, the litigation has become more easy. I tell you why. Today I am sitting in my office, I am attending to my Supreme Court and High Court cases, in National Commission, in Chennai High Court or Bombay High Court, I am sitting in Delhi, I am doing my cases. So it has become more friendly. In earlier days, what used to happen, my case used to get dismissed. So client used to ask, because I was not able to submit, I was just 2 or 3 years of practice. So I get a High Court case. So the case gets dismissed, I am not able to address my arguments. So I used to go back to my client, just see what happened. And I judgment corrupt ho gaya. So, because there was no exposure. Today the client is sitting on VC, the client is hearing what is going on in the case. That is why the lawyers have become more accountable. Mr. Sept, you are arguing, when you were soliciting me, you are saying a different thing. But when you went to the court, there was nothing. You said actually a different picture. So that's a professional misconduct. You should be honest enough to tell me where I stood. I as a lawyer today tell my client to watch a case, I will win, you give me money. But when I go to court, I use that case, the client, I am accountable. So today, I tell you my policy for my clients. I have clients because of Supreme Court, I don't get cases only from Delhi. I get cases from Cochin, Calcutta, Maharashtra, Rajasthan, Allahabad. So today, I have to ensure when my client comes to me, he asks me what are my chances. So I tell my client, day before yesterday, when I anticipate the Moscow case, a girl of 16 years, she was raped by 6 guys last year. So all guys three were behind bars and 3 were on run. So they applied for anticipatory in Allahabad High Court. The anticipatory has been rejected by Allahabad High Court. They have come to me, we want anticipatory on Supreme Court. So he asked me, okay, fine, we can move the Supreme Court. He asked me, what are the chances? Can we manage? And I'm sorry. Chances are very weak, 20% or 30%, and that too you're now. Okay, but Mr. Sept, please guarantee us, then I'll give him this case. And I'm sorry, I don't guarantee. I never give a guarantee to my client. I said, I can only try because there is so much exposure. The client will be hearing through VC. I assure the result doesn't come. And I'm accountable, he can go to bar council, record the proceedings and go to bar council, complain against me, the license to practice will get surrendered. So today there by protection bill. There should be some protection to lawyers. Till today we are not covered under, as a lawyer, we are not covered under Consumer Protection Act. Doctors are covered, all
BNS, BNSS, end of life legislature, laws, legislations, then surrogacy. Have you following all of these? Just see that what a big change it has brought about. And someday, somewhere, all of them are going to touch us. For example, end of life legislation. End of life legislation has changed a lot of things for a lot of us. Should I elaborate it? For example, the living will is there. the choice whether at the end of life you can decide about treatment or not, that has come. So everything is affecting us in a big way.
Thank you, sir. Ma'am, would you like to elaborate anything on it? Alright. Anyone else has any question to the panelists? Yes, please.
Good afternoon, sir and ma'am. My name is Prati and I am a BBLLB student. I have a question to ask you. What is the future of first generation lawyer given the fact systematic hurdles?
Given the fact?
Systematic hurdles.
Systematic hurdles.
Students always pose a question to the system.
That's the question every intern and every lawyer who joins my office, they ask me. Because honestly speaking, first generation is the strongest generation who has thought out of the box. She said, she or he said, I'm out of that comfort zone and I'm going to face the challenges which a lawyer faces. I'm going to get out in that jungle, that wild world, legal world, and I'm going to fight it out. Yes, definitely challenges. You open a new bookstore, you open a shop, it is always challenging. But accept the challenge. Hold the bull by his horns. Take it, you will enjoy it. First 3, 4, 5 years, yes, quite tough. Undoubtedly, it is tough. But 10 years down the line, you will feel settled down. You will feel you took the right decision, and after 20, that's what I tell everybody. After 15 years, you will become a criminal because you will have no sympathy for your client. You will be actually looking at the paisa kaise banega. So yes, it's challenging, but it's a beautiful profession. I just love my profession. I just suggest to everyone, that's the most beautiful profession you can do, and it provides you power, it provides you money, it gives you respect. You know how much respect it is. I've never been challaned. I was speaking on a mobile while driving to the sala saying, no, lawyer is
आपको हर जगह आपका साथ मिलेगा. Thank you.
First answer session. Thank you moderators and all the speakers for that stimulating discussion. Every act of justice, no matter how small, strengthens the foundation of society. The law guides us, but it is our choices that makes it possible. And with that, we come to the conclusion of this enlightening HR conclave. We would once again like to invite directors on stage to present a memento to our esteemed guests as token of love and reverence. I would request Director Sir to present a memento to Dr. Susanshu. Now I would like Ms. Satya Mathur to take the memento. And now I request her to present memento to Advocate Conclave. May I now request Advocate Amit Raghav sir to kindly come forward to take the memento. Thank you everyone. Before we part ways, let's come to the most important part of today's seminar, that is vote of thanks. On behalf of Geetananda International Business School, we would like to express our sincere gratitude to all our distinguished speakers, our guests, and all of you for your valuable presence, support, and patience and for being part of this event. We deeply appreciate the contributions of everybody present here. Your time and effort made this event a success. We are confident that today's discussions have provided valuable insights that will help you navigate the future of work as leaders, lawyers, and HR professionals. Thank you once again, and we look forward to continuing this discussion and further collaboration in the future. Thank you to all our guests.